When I say the word dust, does it make you go? It does me, but that's not the type of dust we're talking about today.
Makes me think of that song by Kansas. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
Thought it was a fart in the wind. That was dust.
Sometimes that's later in the day.
Hey, our peeps, this is a different kind of dust. And you've heard us talk about crypto dust before on this very show. In fact, back in February, I want to say of this year, we had Kurt Braggett, the founder of Dust, on the show to talk about how you can mine a cryptocurrency simply by chatting in Telegram channels. Well, Dust is blown up. There are well over 100 Dust mines on Telegram now, and Dust is taking the next step in its evolution with magic dust miners that are a one of one generative set, 11,111 different magic dust miners that are now going to allow you to mine dust on Discord on Polygon. More dust. And today we've got with us Big Mike, first name Big, last name Mike, the COO of Dust Miners. And there's a video. If you guys are listening to the audio version of this, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, badco.in/YouTube, so you can see the visuals of this. Big Mike, welcome to Bad Crypto, good sir.
Hey, thanks for having me again. It's always a pleasure to be on here.
Yeah. So we don't even know your last name. We just know you as Big Mike, and that's cool. You could just stay Big Mike.
I generally avoid using my last name. Not that, it's not that I want to be anonymous, but I just try and keep my profile.
Let's see. I'm going to give you a last name.
It's Kozlowski or something.
I think it's Hamilton. Big Mike Hamilton. That's what.
There you go.
That's what we're going to go with here. So full disclosure for everybody listening, we have been on the advisory for the Dust team from the get-go. Kurt was actually
18 months or something back in the day.
Yeah, because Kurt was on the show when he was doing other stuff. He is seriously one of the smartest developers in the space. Love the guy. And he is head down, working on bringing this to fruition because you got a launch coming up. So from your point of view there, Mr. Big Mike, tell us what dust miners are.
So dust miners are an extension of enhancers on Ethereum, essentially. And so we have these dust mining NFTs on Wax already. We call them dust enhancers. And what they do is they give you a random chance of 5xing the amount of dust that you earn. And then if you have multiples of them, then they apply a multiplier. So say if you have 10 of them, then you get 10x whatever that random number was that you generated in the first place. And so these have been very popular. People love to buy them so that they can mine more dust. And they've been quite successful on Wax.
There you go. You can see I'm showing my dust miners that are in my wallet here from all these different brands that you guys have done collabs with, including one of the earliest ones, Dust Busted, right here from the Blockchain Heroes collection.
Yeah, we're especially fond of that one for sure. And so those have been extremely popular. But now, we're looking at other blockchains. We consider Dust to be chain agnostic, and we want to provide liquidity to the whole crypto ecosphere, not just Wax. And we also believe that expanding our image and bringing more light to Wax is actually good for Wax in the long run too. So what we want to do is we have this set on Ethereum now called Magic Dust Miners, and we're going to do 11,111 of them. And we're going to hold 300 of those for the project for giveaways and influencers and team and stuff like that. And so yeah, it's really exciting. We're just getting the site going here. And this is brand new for us. We had Expand build this site out, which they did an amazing job. We're really happy with that. And so it's kind of been an evolution for us. Like initially the whole project was literally just us testing things out and seeing if we could get them working. And so we've just been building it over time. And now is kind of our first time where we've done like a really huge sale. So we're excited about it.
This is very exciting. You're doing some really cool stuff on this. And so currently, Dust is mined, as Joel said, on 100+ different Telegram channels where people are leaving a message and they earn from that. Now, what are these going to do? I mean, you mentioned your cross chain. So are you going to be able to mine Dust on Ethereum, or are you going to be able to mine Dust in other chat platforms like Discord? I know that was been discussed about launching over there, maybe even some stuff on Twitter. So maybe what's the roadmap for Dust and these Dust miners?
So we're currently on Discord with the miners, and they'll be enhancing all of your transactions on Discord, all your messages on Discord. And
so is there like a bot for each individual server, or is it all over Discord?
So it's essentially one bot that will be, will have global slash commands. And currently that bot only exists in the Magic Dust channel. So that's the only place that we're mining Dust on Discord. We actually got the token published. I think we're getting it published today, or we got it published last night. I'm not 100% sure on how that went. But we've been mining a testnet token on mumbai.polyscan.com. So everything sort of on the Polygon side has been working, and we're just about to take that to mainnet, and we'll actually be mining the live token.
I want to say, so you guys have posted some images of some other NFTs because we're all in this together, but these Dust miners, like there's a lot of pixel art out there, right? Because CryptoPunk started it all. Now there's every kind of punk under the sun and pixel art. These are full body. They're not just heads, and the variations on them. I mean, it seems like no matter what you get, you're going to be like, I love my miner. I mean, they're all so cool. Look at this dude. He's got an alligator head on top of him there.
Yeah, so we designed them, and we've actually been going through all the generative pieces, because they're essentially just like a bunch of different images, right? So we have hats and faces and masks and shirts and pants and shoes, and they all come together to make a miner. So we really don't know exactly what you're going to get at the end of the day. We know all the pieces that will go together to make the miner, but at the end of the day, the finished product is always a surprise, which is really fun. And so we've been working with all those little pieces just to make sure that none of them clash, because we really want people to be happy with their NFTs, of course, right?
I think it's interesting, and I think that the value of having utility for this is really huge. And so I know, for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with Dust is currently on Wax, and it's pegged to Wax as a price, right? And so is it going to be pegged to Matic or Polygon in the future? Is that are you creating a new pool of Dust, or is it the same Dust that's in existence? It's just going to be bridged over?
So it's essentially bridged over. Right now, we don't actually have a bridge. We're going to burn tokens on Wax and issue them on Polygon is how it's going to work initially. And so the total supply of Polygon Dust is going to be 200 billion. And that's going to be accomplished by burning 10-to-1 tokens on Wax. So initially, we're going to publish 200 million circulating supply on Polygon. And so that's going to burn 2 billion Wax Dust tokens, which should be interesting.
I think what's really important here to note is that there's a lot of NFT projects that are community based. Some of them are delivering extra NFT airdrops if you buy them. Some of them are delivering access to different parts of the community or experiences. This is the first time I've seen an NFT that actually mines a cryptocurrency from having it in your wallet and taking an action. And in this case, that action is just chatting in the Discord. And right now it starts with the Dust Discord. And then I see here on the page, you've got, want to host an official Magic Dust mine in your Discord or Telegram. And so people are applying for that. Is that correct? Is this the first the world's first NFT that actually mines crypto for holding it and engaging?
I do believe that it is. I think that there are now a couple of ETH NFTs that also mine other currencies as well. But I'm pretty sure that we were the ones that published the concept first on Wax. And that was, you can actually see it right here. That was in December of 2020. So this is nothing new for us. It's just an evolution of concept. And we're now bringing it to Ethereum, which is fairly revolutionary because Ethereum hasn't had a lot of utility for NFTs up to this point. So it's really exciting for us to like bring some of that into the Ethereum ecosystem.
Yeah, so I think Joel brought up another question for me. Do you, if you hold the NFTs in your wallet, but you're not engaging in the Dust Telegram or the Dust Discord, are you not mining anything? Or do you still mine if you even have them? You're able to mine some, but you're able to amplify that more if you engage in the community.
So essentially, if it's mined by chatting, right? So if you're not chatting, then you're not mining. But also we do have derivative tools as well that people will be receiving periodically just for holding the magic dust miners. And we also have breeding coming where the females and the males will be able to couple, and then we'll actually make little dust miners.
Wow.
So,
As long as we're not as long as we're not breeding minors, you know, ORS, that's okay. We can.
Well, they're baby minors. Yeah, but isn't there some NFT child labor laws that we got to worry about?
well, we're not actually putting the babies to work yet. Anyways, the premise is to have them grow up and feed them.
Mine does.
Get into family business.
Get them to the age of consent, and then we can grind them, right? Then it's all good.
I like this too. So, you know, people are going to be like, what can I do with Dust? So if you had Dust on the Wax, you know, blockchain, there's certain NFTs you could buy only with Dust. So you guys are going to actually offer a magic Dust shop. It looks like you're for digital and physical items that you could only buy with Dust.
Correct. So there's only going to be Dust liquidity there, and it'll be exclusive. So we think that offers somewhere for people to use their tokens. And as well, like, and something that we haven't even talked about on the site is all the staking functions that we will have coming in the future too. And so one of the ideas is to allow every NFT collection on the planet essentially to be able to mine Dust. And how we're going to do that is if teams stake Dust, then they'll mine Dust accordingly. So it'll kind of be like a sliding scale where the top one who has the most stake will mine the most, and it'll kind of go down from there. So we think that incentivizes collections to want to get Dust so that they can mine more. And then we're also thinking about doing an NFT pool where users can stake to that NFT pool, and then when they chat, they have a random chance of winning one of the NFTs from the pool.
What about this? This brings up another question of just of possibilities, because I don't know. Is like, so say for example, you know, like the Bored Apes Yacht Club was like, hey, we want our Bored Apes to be able to mine Dust. How do we do that? Are any of these other collections going to be able to come to, you know, a Magic Dust and say, hey, we would like our NFTs to also mine Dust? Or, you know, are you going to be able to even white label the Dust platform kind of thing to say, hey, in our community, you can mine crust, right? You chat with ours.
If you own a pizza NFT, you can get crust.
Yeah, you heard crust. Like, I mean, is that like what is that some of the stuff that's on the roadmap? Like, as you know, other NFT platforms are going to go, wait a second, what if we could do something? Yeah.
And that's literally what I just talked about, right? Is allowing other collections to mine Dust. And so another thing that we want to do is we want to bring rarity into play. So the more rare NFTs mine more Dust, and the less rare NFTs mine less. And then yeah, like we think that that'll be a big thing for staking, because then All these communities will obviously want their community to be at the top of the list. So that means that hopefully they want to purchase dust so that they can stake more, right? And then that takes dust out of the ecosystem. So
that's sweet. You can see here that, it's a pretty extensive team. There's Big Mike right there is a little dust miner. Although he doesn't look any bigger than the rest of them here, but this is not to scale.
Regular size Mike.
There's Travis right there. There's
Wait
Joel
a second, I got
there.
a problem with this. Why does everybody have like their own nicknames, and except we're just Travis and Joel? We're like,
because that's who we
have
are.
like a cool name.
Well, we can update your, those are actually Twitter handles for most of us. So
I like my name. I think my name is cool.
Your name is Joel? Your name is cool.
I like my name.
I wish I had @Travis as the Twitter handle. I think that's that band has that one.
This just came in right before we started this interview today. You guys made this custom honorary miner for Ja Rule, who we had on a recent episode of Bad Crypto, and I sent it to him, and he just replied, and he's like, "Dope, I'm in." So he's going to be, getting this miner.
An awesome reply
right here. Yeah, dope. I got y'all is what he said. He digs it. So so I think, look, I am not a financial advisor, and there's never any promises, but I think that this is significant enough in the utility and the artwork and the vibe of what's happening with NFTs right now that these things are going to sell out fast. I'm pretty confident of that. And so how does somebody get one?
So first of all, we're having a pre-sale. So if you jump on the Discord server, come in, you can jump into the announcements and find the whitelist link. And I'm also going to put a whitelist channel up later today so that people can sign up for the whitelist. And that's actually on Tuesday the 28th. And then the main sale is starting September 30th on Thursday, and that's at 7 p.m. EST. And I do believe that you're actually going to be hosting Kurt during a live stream at that time.
Yep.
So that should
on the Nifty show. He's gonna be on at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 hours before the drop, live on the Nifty show to share some of his thoughts.
Yeah, and so the bid price is 0.05 ETH plus gas, and it will be a maximum of 20 miners per transaction, essentially, is how it goes. And you just go onto the dustminers.com site, and the buy now button will pop up, and you'll have an option to choose how many you'd like to mint, and then you just connect your MetaMask, and Bob's your uncle.
So and once you get one of these NFTs, when they come in there, like some of them are going to be like, they're different variants, right? You might get a common one or a rare one, or like a the stronger I don't know what all the variations are, but it would seem to me that if you get like a very rare mythic level type of one, then you actually mine way more dust, right?
So eventually that will be the case. Yeah. Once we program out that technology. Currently, all NFTs mine the same, but eventually, especially once we implement the collection stuff for different collections and different rarities, then we'll be able to assign that to our own collection as well. Yeah, for sure.
So dustminers.com is the website that'll take you right here to this page. And the first thing you see is join Discord. You want to be in the Discord. This is a Discord enabled NFT. And having this, you want to chat, you want to be part of this. And as quickly as this has taken off on Wax, what are some of the current numbers and data on that, Mike? How many dust mines are there? How many partner dust augmenters, NFTs? How many transactions? Hit us with some numbers.
So basically, right now we have just over 1,800 total enhancers that have been minted. We've done 2 of our own enhancers, just of our own volition, and then 20 plus different partner NFTs. We have over 100 Telegram groups mining dust, and we've actually turned several away just for quality issues. We always try and make sure people aren't spamming and stuff like that. So we're very conscious of that. We
That,
have,
that opens up a question though, because I know some people are thinking that like, oh, you're mining by chatting. How do you stop the spammers, right? Because there's people out there going like, oh, hey, enter guys, miss you. Like it's like what I just chatted 6 times. Is there like what is the quality threshold for that?
well, so we have, first of all, our first line of defense is always moderators, right? And so we always make sure that our channels are well moderated. And we actually have an office of dust inspectors who inspects all the moderation of all the groups. And they go through and make sure that everyone's kind of up to snuff, and they rate everyone's groups. And then also we have backend tools where people spam a bunch of similar messages and stuff, and they do it all within a short time. Then we have a function that cuts that off. But we also are working on a quality filter too, where size and length and even content of message can be evaluated and rewarded based on that too.
Size matters. I don't know if you guys are, if you're watching the video, I'm mousing over the dust miners on Wax. Each one of these things are valuable. Like there's not a one of them. I mean, pretty much a minimum is $100 on any of them. Some of them suggested price of $300 to $400. So because they're
Yeah,
they're
for a
limited,
while
they're
there,
scarce.
yeah, like the average price was about 150 bucks each, and most of them have about 50 minutes. Some of them are a little bit more. They're all most of them are unlimited. There's a couple of limited templates. Most of them are unlimited though, but we just don't go crazy with the numbers. We just like to leave options open for the future, because obviously if those groups can't mint anymore and they can't sell anymore, then they can't earn any more revenue share, right? So
But these are all like, if you have one of these, they're all the same. The dust miners that are coming, each one of these are unique. Every single
correct.
one of them is different.
Yeah, and there's also going to be rare traits. So I think we have like 10 rare traits or something that can be applied in different ways. And so those will also be really fun. We have like gold bodies and gold helmets and diamond hands and diamond feet and all sorts of cool stuff like that. So there's definitely some little rarities embedded as well. But everything is literally going to be unique because they're all built by a smart contract. And so that's also part of the fun, is to see like what numbers get picked and what you get as a result of that, essentially.
Yeah, this is exciting. 11,111 total of these. And I mean, the price has increased substantially in on Wax, the ones that are over there on Wax over time. They have a lot of value. There's a lot of people who hold these and cherish these. I mean, like, you don't see a lot of these being sold on the secondary market. Like people get them and they hold them, is what it seems like. So if that translates over into this side of things over on Polygon, that could be awesome. And my final question, I guess, would be this. Like, say you already hold some dust on Wax. Am I going to be able to bridge that over to Polygon as well?
Yeah, eventually. So we'll have a bridge programmed, and you'll be able to burn them on Wax and move them over at a 10-to-1 ratio. And we see that as being deflationary for Wax too, which is awesome. I think we're probably going to use the same method if we do end up going to other chains in the future, like BSC or Avalanche or any of the other big ones, kind of thing.
Does that mean, Mike, when you burn tokens on Wax, 10 dust becomes one new one on Polygon?
Correct.
So the supply is going to be way more limited in terms of numbers on Polygon.
Yeah, so 100 billion maximum supply on Polygon versus 1 trillion maximum supply on dust. But the cool thing is that the more dust gets moved over to Polygon, then all of a sudden the less there will be on Wax, right? So then it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, where once people move a bunch of tokens over, then which one will actually have more value, because which one will be more rare, you know what I mean? So
game theory at work. Well, there you go, guys. Dustminers.com is the website. And even though I'm on the team, I'm grabbing 20 of these if I can. There's no doubt about it. I am aping in. In fact, it's going to be so big, they're going to change aping to I'm mining in. I'm dusting, baby.
Dusting out, dusting in.
Nice.
I dusted that shit.
Nice.
September
Yeah, I
30th.
picked up some ETH too, so I'm definitely going to grab some on the sale as well. I'm really excited about this
because they're so cute. You don't know which ones you're going to get. Like, and the thing is that's what happens with these generative art pieces is that, some of them come out and they're super awesome and super rare, and the value of those things just take off. And these will be on rarity tools, so you will be able to see which ones you got and how rare they are. I would expect this one to do pretty well. Have you been talking to some of these other websites that are dropping NFTs and getting your stuff set up on all those places?
Yeah, we've got most of the drop links have us listed, and we've been doing a bunch of cross promotions with different servers and stuff to get some more people and come into our community from the Ethereum side of things, which has been amazing. Caroline's been doing a great job. So yeah, we got like Nifty Drops and NFTcatcher.io and a bunch of those bigger sites to feature us. So we're really happy about that.
Beautiful.
Excellent. All right, you guys mark your calendar, September 30th, 7:00 EST, dustminers.com, and join us for our pregame show with Kurt Braggett live on the Nifty Show that same day, Thursday at 5:00 Eastern at nifty.show/YouTube. Big Mike, not Hamilton. Thanks, dude.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on. It's awesome.
Dust in the wind. All Big Mike is dust in the wind.